There was a hive of interest from all sectors of martial art styles as visiting Pressure Point master Evan Pantazi held the first ever South African Kyusho Pressure Point seminar in Midrand recently. Both novices and experienced practitioners were encouraged to try out their newfound skills, albeit with a bit of practice on each other. But why is the knowledge of pressure points significant?
In any martial art, what we do is we learn to target the head, the body, the legs. But what we have to understand is there are better ways to do it more efficiently, and this is what the old masters of ancient times knew. What it was is they were going between the structures of strength, like the muscles, the bones, and the tendons, to get at nerve structures and vascular tissue. We work primarily on this weekend on what's called the somatic nerve system. And what that is that's responsible for all the body functions, like the muscles, how to tense your arm, or how your leg muscles stay tense to keep you supported. What we're learning to do is strike a nerve in a way that would send a message in through a peripheral nerve up to the spine, into the central nervous system, and up to the brain, where it converged to. Then it diverges out to the different nerves in the body. And what happens is there's no energy left in the nerves to fire up the muscle to keep your body supported. So your muscles totally relax and you collapse. And that's basically what we were going for.
When you do it in kata,
students were also shown how to use pressure points effectively in a variety of ways.
He grabs on. I push that rib into his kidney, okay? It's pressing right on that kidney, and that's what causes the pain. Now I punch the liver 13 point into his kidney as well. So I've got pressure on the back of his kidney, and this would be a punch here and a punch here. Bam! Now, doesn't that look about the same thing as the kata? You can tell right away it would be fun. But also, look, if I got the rib right against this kidney, and then I punch just the kidney without punching that other rib, that's going to harpoon it in the back. You're going to have internal bleeding.
Using and finding a pressure point is sometimes not enough. It takes many months to be able to apply the correct technique for the action to be effective. The right way of applying pressure points may vary according to what technique is actually utilized.
Knuckle. You need a knuckle. You can do it with soft palm on some people, but just get used to your knuckles, because if you're in a real situation, you're not going to want to do this a couple thousand times, right? You might as well just learn how to punch the thing anyway, right? So just take your knuckles and rub right down there, and you see how that weakened out his legs? It wasn't me pulling him, it's his legs giving out from underneath him. The reason why. You got the spinal nerves, the central nervous system, and all the spinal nerves coming down here, feeding electricity from the brain down the circuit breaker of your back, okay, and the spine, to feed the energy, electric energy, to tense the muscles, to keep the muscles supportive and strong. If you push on this, there's no more strength because there's no energy left in the legs, because you shut off the electricity going down into the muscles.
The two-day seminar certainly was an eye-opener for many martial artists, some of whom do not have the feature of pressure point studies within their syllabus. Watch this space as we bring you a fascinating no-touch knockout in our next Warriors episode.
Together, you and I are united warriors. We'll keep on fighting till the end. As Pelumoi. That's why we meet in next week for another action-packed episode of the Warriors. Still,
next week, don't miss part 2 of the Jiu Jitsu Championships and the Pressure Point Seminar from Midrand.